This Diddy investigation, so many questions. Again, the federal government has yet to really come out and say what exactly they are investigating when it comes to Diddy. However, many people are speculating, and the New York Post is speculating that the 1999 Club New York shooting that involved Diddy and the rapper Shyne may actually be reopened by the federal government, who may be investigating Diddy for trafficking. The incident back in 99 left 3 people injured, and it could be reopened following a recent lawsuit filed by Lil Rod, one of Diddy's former producers, who alleged that Diddy boasted about bribing witnesses and jurors during that trial. And he also said that Jennifer Lopez allegedly was Diddy's gun mule for that particular incident. Now, of course, J-Lo's like, nah, I left that back in the 99. I have nothing to do with that. And of course, I'm sure she's denying that she was ever his mule. And I believe Shyne is on record saying that whatever she was wearing, there was no way that she could have hid any type of weapon. So, there's questions with that, but there's a lot of questions, honestly, with Lil Rod's lawsuit. That's why I'm personally not convinced that that is the lawsuit that the federal government is actually looking at. But that's a whole other discussion. But back to this 99 incident, Shyne was convicted of weapon possession, assault, and reckless endangerment, and he served about 10 years in prison, while Diddy was acquitted of all charges during that time. He was acquitted officially back in 2001. Now, the victim, Natania Reuben, she maintains that Diddy shot her in the face. In fact, she just did an interview, I believe, with News Nation, and she says that if they do in fact reopen this case, she's willing to allow a doctor to take whatever some of the remaining bullet fragments that are in her nose, to take those out in order to do whatever they have to do to prove that Diddy may have been the one that shot her in the face. And again, she maintains that he did. Of course, Diddy says that he did not. He was acquitted, but that was on the state side. Now, in my mind, when I heard about this particular story, I was like, well, what is really going to happen? Because again, Diddy was acquitted. That would be double jeopardy. He can't be retried again. But I did some digging, and there's this thing called dual sovereignty, and that is an exception to the double jeopardy rule, which does protect defendants from being prosecuted twice for the same offense. So, that is a big protection. You can't be prosecuted twice for the same offense. That's double jeopardy. However, if there are dual sovereignties, you apparently can be charged for the same offense. And the dual sovereignty in this case would be you had the state side and now you have the federal side. So perhaps the federal government could, in fact, charge Diddy again for that same offense if they do some investigating and find some type of reason to do so. But this is all speculation. We don't even know if that's something that they're looking at, but that is what I've read. And the Supreme Court, they were the ones that looked at a case called Gamble versus United States. And that was the ruling of that particular case, that state and federal are two different sovereignties. And because of that, you can be tried for the same offense in two different sovereignties, state, federal, in this particular situation. So who knows? We'll see what happens with Diddy. I have to say that if he ends up being indicted, I have a feeling we're really going to be shocked at probably the level of things that we see. But Diddy maintains his innocence. His lawyers say this is a witch hunt, and we shall see where this goes. Again, we don't really know all the specifics, but this is what people are speculating. But leave your comments below and let me know your thoughts on this. I'm Stacey Brewer, and this is H Blue's Word. Peace.